Hey guys, welcome to Excel tutorial channel again, and in this chapter we will learn more about if function. As we have covered in the previous chapter about the logical function, the various logical function which we have covered like very basic example, but in from this video we will share all the logical functions in this playlist. If you want to find the playlist link, you can find in the link below, and we have covered also other things in previous videos like sum and count functions. So you should do that, because if you're new to Excel life, then you should follow each and every video we are going to throw in this channel, because we're not gonna cover like showing you a dashboard or something. We will cover each and everything from small aspects to the larger. So let's get started. So what are the if function? If function is basically a very short and sweet function. Like if you, it's a logical function as the name suggests, and for the logical function what we need, if this particular thing is right, then what will be the answer, else if wrong, what will be the answer. So there are just two stuff which we're gonna cover. If the condition is satisfied, then what will be the answer, then if not, then what will be the answer, which we have covered in the logical functions overview video. This video I have divided into three parts. So basically from the starting will be the basics or simple if functionality, and then we will cover the nested if functionality, then we will cover the add and or functionality, and then the bonus tip we will cover one advanced example which will help you to understand if function better. If you want to download the practice sheet of this particular function or this particular worksheet, then you can do that by clicking the link in the description box. So enough of chit chat, let's get started. So this is very basic examples in front of you. It looks like that, but we will cover each and everything from the basics to advanced using this simple data we have listed in the screen in front of you. First part is simple if functionality. So basic function is this. You can also browse through the timeline in the video, where if you have covered the basic functionality and you know about it, then you can skip this and go to the nested if functions and so on. So in this first example, what we're going to do is, it's stated like price of some commodity, and here we want to find is if the price is low or high. Suppose you have a budget of 200 rupees, or you can say 300 rupees, and if your budget increases from 300 above, then it will be a high, or else it will be a low. And first argument in this function is logical test. So logical test, what does it mean? So you have to give some logical explanations to the Excel, such that Excel will revert back answer on the basis of that logical test. So first logical test, what was our logical test? If the price is greater than equal to 300, right, then the price of product for us is high, otherwise value if false, low, right? So there are only two logical explanation to that. If that particular B2 is greater than equal to 300, then it is high, or otherwise it's low. And we will close the parenthesis and click here. So we got the high. It's as simple as that, right? If I just click right here, and if it gives us high, but we also we can also write in like this. Suppose there are always the two type of logical tests, like I have covered in the logical explanations overview video. So we can also write this logical argument like this, right? But our value if true will be low. Why? Because we have stated in the logical test, if B2 is less than equal to 300, right, then value if true will be low. Value false, then it will be high for our pocket or budget. We can also do that, right? If I just apply it to all, and it won't change anything, because it's the same way we have written. It's just we have just shuffled the value if true or value if false argument here, right? So this is the like greater than or less than equal to or greater than, something like that, right? Suppose in this here, okay, we want to find if this product, or you can say this warehouse, is US or not. Okay, a product is US or not, price of product is of US warehouse or not. What we're gonna do is, let me just write like that. Okay, So we have used the greater than equal to operator, less than equal to operator, or likewise. Now we're gonna enter another operator to let you understand better about this function. You can also include these operator also. So it's also very basic. If warehouse is US or not. So if I just write if I2 is equal to US, then value if true is yes, value if false is no. So it's as simple as that, and we will close the parentheses, so it say yes. So if I just apply to all, so we have no, no, no. You can also do one thing also. If you don't want to write no here, you can just delete this no here and just put up the blank here. And if you just click here and apply to all, see all these value will be the blank. So if you want to write here if the warehouse is UK or not, you can also do the same. You can also apply conditional formatting, but I don't want to go there yet because we will cover that in little bit later in our channel. But if you have watched my conditional formatting, you should know about these stuffs. So what will be the next example here? So let me tell you one more example. Suppose we want to find the difference between the new price and the old price here. So let's do that before I'm coming to the little tricky situation here. So let me just enter here new price minus old price and enter here. And if I apply to all here, what we got here is minus 450, but it doesn't require that because new price is not evaluated yet, but we have the old price here. So to exclude such situations where you don't want to put the negative values in your ranges or data ranges, so what you're gonna do is you have to apply if function here. So how you gonna apply that? It's as simple. If you haven't watched my not equal to video, you should know about this step. So what we're gonna do here is we're gonna put the if function here. So D3 minus B3 won't be our logical test. What will be the logical test? Our logical test will be if D3, or I just want to start with the D2 here. Let me just delete this. Okay, let it be. So I'm just gonna start here because I want to apply it to all. If D2 not equal to blank, okay, you should understand this. If D2 not equal to blank, so these are the operator. We have covered the greater than operator, less than operator, and equal to operator. So in this explanation, we are going to cover not equal to operator here. So if D2 is not equal to the blank, then value if true will be the deduction. Deduction is new price minus the old price. And value if false, what will be the value then? We will put the blank also. If you don't want to put the blank, you can also put the NA here and just click OK. 50 here, just apply to all, and there you go, you got the blank value here. It's as simple as that. So these are the very simple example which we have covered here, where we have covered the less than and equal to operators, and we have also covered the equal to with the help of the warehouse US or not, and we have covered the not equal to operator here. Now we will go to the and or criteria, a little bit advanced to the basics. So keep attention to this part because this is gonna be a very tricky and will be very helpful for you in your daily work life. So in this, what we're gonna cover is we will use the if function in combination with the and function and or function, and let you become the Excel pro. I know Excel pro may be exaggerated, but you will be in the upcoming time. So result. So if you have watched the logical explanation in the overview video, we have also covered the same type of examples, but we also gonna do that here. So we will cover this range here. We have the students here, students name, and we have a class here, right, and maths marks and English marks. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna set the passing marks for both of them with the help of and function. How are we gonna perform that? Let's say these marks are out of 100 and we need all students to pass at least 40 marks from either of the subject. So it will be the and operator here. Okay, we want every student to pass at least 40 in maths and at least 40 in English, then the result will be pass or failed. So we need to fill these particular values here, okay, and we will use the if function, obviously. So what we're gonna write here is if tab, and here in the logical test what we're gonna put here is and function. So we will include the and function here, right? And we have two parts here, logical test. So with the help of and function we need to find if student Joseph is got at least 40 in the maths and at least English 40 in the English to pass the particular class. So logical one will be this should be greater than equal to 40, and logical test will be this should be greater than equal to 40, and we will close the parenthesis here, okay. So next will be value if true. If value is true, because a particular student passed both subject with the greater than equal to 40, value will be true is pass, and value if false will be fail, and we will close it down. Here we got the fail. Sorry Joseph, you have failed because you have failed in English. So we will apply this to all, and let's see who passed and who failed. So Rodri is failed and Davis is failed, and this is how you perform with the AND criteria. And next, OR function, OR criteria. So OR criteria is also very similar. So we have covered this with the AND criteria. Suppose you just want Joseph to either pass in maths or English. So what you gonna do? You need to just fulfill only one condition. You can do that just deleting AND function here and entering OR, and just click OK, and here you pass. So if I apply to all, so all are passed. So if you want to pass either of them, you can use that with the help of OR function. So that's how you're gonna do with AND and OR criteria. Okay, so in the next example we will combine these two criteria which we have covered, like AND and OR criteria, in one example. So how you can do that? Let me just delete this here and just put here selling price or sale price. So we have the cost price here. Suppose in this example what we're gonna find is, suppose we're gonna find the sale price of these particular commodities, okay. So we have one condition. What will be the condition is if H2 is equal to product A, like here, okay, then product A, and if it's either from US or from CA, okay. I know it's maybe confusing, so let me rephrase that. If a product in H2 cell is equal to A, or the product is either in US or Canada, then price will be 1.2 into the cost price. So 0.2 will be our profit here. So let me write that to let you understand better. If so, first logical test will be AND function. So we need to include three things actually. So for the second part, or for this second logical test, we will use the OR function. Let me do the example here. So first we need AND function here. If so AND function have two arguments here, logical one and logical two, right? So for the logical one, what is that? If H2 is equal to product A, right? So in that logical two argument part, we will enter the OR function. Why? Because if we need to calculate the selling price of product A, if the product A lies in US and Canada, it should be 1.2 of the cost price. So we need the OR function to include either US or Canada. So here we will type two stuff here, I2 US again here, right? So we will close the parenthesis here for the OR function, and now with the AND function. So if value is true, what will be the sale price? So sale price will be J2 into 1.2, okay. So cost price will be 300 into 1.2, so it will be the 20% extra to include as our profit. And value if false, if all the product doesn't lie in the specific logical test, so then J2 is equal to 1.5. It will be the costlier, so I will close that here and click here. So we got the 360, so 20% of the 300 is 60, so which is the profit part of our product. And if I apply to all, so it will calculate likewise. Hope you understand how to include both and or criteria in our particular formula. So what we have found here is, if our selling price will be 1.2 of the product A, if product A is either in US or in Canada. So we have here first, and here it is, and there's this UK, so we don't need to give the special discount to United Kingdom. So what is next? Next is no one. So we got the 1.2 selling price only to these two countries. So if you have compared to this, these are costlier, and 1.5 to the cost price. Hope you understand how to include AND function and OR function combined in a one formula. So we have covered the basics, and now we have covered the advanced part, which is the first part, which is AND and OR criteria. So in the next example, what we're gonna cover here is, we will find the grading for maths. Okay, so for grading of math, what we're gonna do here is, if we gonna set three example here, three criteria here, or three grading for the maths. First will be, if student Joseph got maths less than equal to 640, then he's failed. Okay, and if he got less than 80, then he got C, and if he got less than 20, then he got B, otherwise he got A. So that's how grading will work here. So I know it's very confusing when I tell you like this, but when we're gonna enter our formula here, it will be easier to understand. So how are we gonna do that? Select this cell. Formula will be huge, so I'm just putting right here. If a student in maths got less than 40, what he get is F. If value is false, we will add another if function to add other grading system. So how are we gonna do that? Value if false, if he doesn't get the less than 40, then we will add another if function here. What will be the logical test? We will select here less than 60, then he has just passed, and for the passed we just gonna give them D grade, right? So value if false, if value is false, we have covered two grading system here. First, if he's failed, he's got a F. If he's just got the less than 60, he got the D. And in the next value if false, then we will add another grade here. So to add another grade, we just add another if function here. So we're gonna select again C12. If less than 70, then what will be the grade? C. And value false, we will add another if function to add the grade B. So here we got the if here. And logical test, what will be logical test? It will be the same, and less than equal to 90. If it is true, then it's B. Else, so we got only one grading system, which is the less than 100. So what we're gonna enter, just enter here A, right? If you wanna enter more like A plus, A plus plus, you can also do that with the help of this if function. So we will close the parenthesis first, second and third time, and fourth for the if function, and click here. So Joseph, my friend, you got C grade in maths. So we will just put it here, and here we got the D also, B also, and no A. Not amazing? So that's how you're gonna find the grading system with the help of nested if function. So hope you understand what is nested if function. So we have nested all the value if false with the another if function. That's what we call nested if function. So let's do one more function here. Now one more advanced example. You can also combine if with other functions like average or sum function, or just any count on some functions within our if function, just like we have done add and or. So to cover that basics, we can also do that with the help of if function. So we have here year 1, so we have price 1 and price 2 and new price here. So, and I want to find if this price is greater than 100, or you can say 150 or 200, then give me the average of this. Let me rephrase that. If new price is equal to 200 or 100, then give me the average of price 1 data here, ranges. Otherwise, just give me the sum of this range, which is the price 2. So I know this example is very basic. I just want to tell you how you can play with other function in if function itself. So this is very dumb example, but yes, it's example to let you know about how powerful if function is with other functions also. So we need to find the change here. So for the change, what we need to add is if function here. I don't want to continue here, I will continue here since we have got this narrow space here. So if here, open the parenthesis, and what will be the our first argument with the help of and, because we need two logical tests to be satisfied. Then we will open again here with the help of tab. So we have got logical 1, logical 2. So what will be logical 1? I have told you, if new price is greater than, let's say, 200, right, then give me the average of these data, and average, only give me the average if average is greater than 100. And just to add any argument just to satisfy so-called example, because I can't find an example here, so I just took it from the exceleasy.com, and just for the clarification, thanks to that site, I just added this just to clarify how you can also include average functions and sum function in this if function. So if you have a similar like this, you can also do that with the help of this formula. So this will be the logical test, and if logical test is true, then give me the sum of price 2, and if false, just state 0 or blank. Now what we're gonna do is we need to fix all these values with the help of F4 here, but we don't need to fix this because we need to drag it down to all values here. So here we got this, and click enter. So we got 890, okay, and we apply to all. So this is not equal to 200, then it gives us 0, and rest it just give us the value which we have required in our function. So if you are confused here, you can also use the evaluate formula window here, right? You need to go to the formulas and then evaluate formula under the formula auditing. So I don't know why evaluate formula isn't included in the Mac version, because this is literally let off by Microsoft, because I use Mac a lot more than the Windows. So for this function I have to use the window, because I want to tell how important evaluate formula window is. So if I just go to the evaluate here, it gives you this like, yes, 202 is greater than is equal to 200. Then if I click evaluate here, so it's true here, then it will give the average of this particular, and it should be greater than 100. Let's say evaluate it, so 190 is equal to 100, which is true, and then it will give, if value is true, if it is true, like if I say yes, the value is true here and is true, so it fulfills all the functionality of AND function. So it will give you the sum of these values, and if we evaluate here, then it gives us 890. So here it is, and if I evaluate, so evaluation comes to the 890, which is this. This is very important feature which is only available in the Microsoft, not in the Mac OS. So hope you find this video useful, because we have covered each and everything, how we can use the less than, greater than, equal to and not equal to operator here, and we have combined so many functions in this, and we have also included nested if function and or criteria, and now we have covered this dumb example including the average and sum function in this. I know this doesn't mean anything, but just to clarify that you can also use average and sum function in your if function. Hope you find this video useful. If you have find this video useful, please click the like button and share this video to your friends, or if you want to more videos like this, then you can also subscribe to our channel. See you in the next video. Till then, bye bye.